Why do trans women want a period so bad? Have they lost their minds? Absolutely no woman looks forward with glee to getting their monthly enemy. We don't make videos gushing about getting the opportunity to buy tampons and pads. We don't skip down the aisle and feign stupidity about which one to choose. We don't giggle when we open the packaging. No. It's Midol and Tylenol and heating pads. It's nausea and diarrhea and migraines. It's mood swings and irritability and anxiety. It's feeling so nervous you could peel your own skin right off your body. Sometimes it's all these symptoms together. It's missing fun activities and school exams. It's calling off work and planning your entire schedule around when your period will arrive. We hate it. Many of us have serious complications. There's endometriosis and fibroids that can send women to the emergency room. Polycystic ovarian syndrome can take over your life and give you facial hair and weight gain. Researchers have determined that period cramps are more painful than heart attacks sometimes. The best case scenario is you feel crappy every month for 5 to 7 days. It would be like knowing you're going to have a cold every month. No one wants that level of discomfort on a chronic basis. For those that have severe cycles, some will try to take birth control, but it comes with its own series of side effects that can be worse than your period itself. Plus, you're pouring hormones into your body that was packaged by a pharmaceutical company, so enjoy those at your own risk. It's estimated that as many as 1 in 10 women have endometriosis, and it can take anywhere from 4 to 11 years to just get diagnosed. It's hard to pinpoint, but even worse is that doctors blow off period pain. Go online and do some research. You'll see some atrocious examples of the medical establishment failing women in a big way. Cramps and other symptoms are just merely blown off. You're told it's all in your head or you're making it up. They'll tell you pain is normal. They'll tell you to just take a Tylenol and get over it. Every woman alive knows the pain is real. Medical research says it's painful, but you're at the mercy of whatever doctor you can get in your town and whether they feel like addressing it that day. Here in the U.S., we treat periods like an inconvenience to society, a blight. How many times have you heard men talk about women using cramps to get out of doing something? Or maybe they'll just tell you that, are you on your period when you're mad? Like your thoughts aren't valid because you menstruate once a month. You put up with something that would send them to bed and cry if they had to deal with it. How many men do you know scoff at period pain like it's made up, and that women are just weak and can't handle it? Women encounter this all the time in the U.S. It's sad, really, that men blow it off, especially male doctors. In fact, someone as esteemed and successful as Dr. Drew has ignored period pain. He's admitted it. He was recently interviewing Naomi Wolf on the effect of the COVID vaccine and what it's done to menstrual cycles. In this episode, he made the admission he used to not take period pain seriously. Listen.
I want to apologize again because you're making me realize not only was I dismissive, like, oh no, we see menstrual regularities all the time. I was dismissive on another level, which is I wasn't taking this seriously because women and their menstrual cycles. I mean, I was guilty of that also, and so as usual, we can all do better, and this is a great opportunity to examine ourselves on this. And as a male physician, I A, shouldn't have dismissed your observation, and B, we all should be not so dismissive about women and their menstrual functioning. It's something that we are casual about at best. So.
However, around the globe, governments have found period pain so serious they've made accommodations for it in the law. Earlier this year, Spain became the first European country to pass legislation granting paid menstrual leave. Japan has had period leave for more than 70 years. South Korea adopted one in 1953. Taiwan gives 3 days. Zambia gives 1 day. Indonesia makes period leave a matter subject to negotiation between employers and unions. In China and India, menstrual leave policies are being increasingly adopted by provinces and companies. So, trans women, tell me, why do you want to jump headfirst into pretending you have a period? Men don't believe you. Doctors don't believe you. There's really no solution. You have to just manage your pain. And God forbid you take a day off work, you'll be judged for it in the U.S. This country is so obsessed with work, and people take it as a badge of honor to never take a sick day. And don't even think about breathing a word about taking it for your period. Every man at your job site will label you weak. These trans women pretending to have a period is insulting. It undermines a real problem, a painful problem women are forced to endure in silence. Listen to this soundbite from Naomi Wolf, where she talks about what would happen if men got periods and had complications from them.
It's literally like if a bunch of men were saying, my penis I'm having a discharge from my penis or my testicles. There's like lumps on my testicles, or I'm having problems with erection, or problems with ejaculation, or I'm not sure I'm fertile anymore. It would be like the universe would stop functioning until everyone found out what was wrong with the penises and testicles of men. And I just put that there.
By taking a period frivolously, you're not joining womanhood, you're joining the patriarchy. You're ganging up on and belittling the very group of people you want to accept you, women. When you giggle and press and cackle about buying pads, it's a slap in our face. You're not going to have cramps. You don't have a uterus. You just want to pretend for attention. And a woman that was really having a period cramp would trade any amount of attention for relief. Trans women who parade around and want to appropriate women's menstrual cycles are sexist and misogynists. You are treading on womanhood and on a problem that we already struggle with. If you were a woman, you would already know that men love to try and gaslight us about our bodies and our cycles. So go ahead, wear all the pink you want, buy all the glitter and heels and purses your closet can hold. Stock up on pads and tampons that you'll never use. You'll look like some sort of SNL skit mocking women's periods. Keep making a period a performative act and devalue it. Make it a ploy for attention and not the medical condition that it is. Keep undermining cycles by making it something you have to imitate. You're just confirming the notion that period pain is fake. That's what we need, another reason for men to think periods are phony. So keep doing it. I dare you. Just know, every time you mock us by having a pretend period, you're just proving that after all, you really are just another man. Thanks for listening. Be sure to tune in next Monday night for an all-new episode. In the meantime, be sure to follow the Ladies Love Politics channel on TikTok, Instagram, Brighteon Social, and YouTube.